Hi. Teachers' Day is coming up, and my entire team has done a fantastic job. What they did is asked students, my students, what kind of questions they would like to ask me today. So I have a PPT with me. I'm just going to open it up and let's see what questions you guys have in store for me. The first question, here it goes. Describe your first day at IIM Calcutta. Well, guys, that was a very, very long time back. Let me tell you seriously, you should listen to this. I was from Hyderabad, and that was in 1995. Trust me, Hyderabad was a very sober town, culturally very comfortable, in the sense that you don't have culture shocks. So we landed up on the morning, I remember, or in the afternoon, found our keys, etc. for, hostels were allocated, and we had some food. I think carried some, quickly had some grub. I remember very clearly. Nothing else I remember, to be honest with you. But at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, my friend and I mean, not really newly friend, but a friend I knew even before from Hyderabad, we started walking out of our hostel, the White House hostel in IIM Calcutta, Joka. And lo behold, what do I see? An amazingly beautiful girl in a kind of a gown which was like out of the world, walking just in front of us. Well, it was a culture shock. That's all I will leave it at. And that's the only thing I remember of the first day of IIM Calcutta. Next question. One day, if you turn into GP sir, what will be the first thing you will do? If I turn into GP sir, one thing I realized, in fact, GP sir was asked this question, why doesn't he laugh or smile often? I'll be smiling a lot often if I was GP sir. GP sir is very, very, very jovial outside, but when he's in a class, etc., he's very serious. So I'll kind of make myself extremely as good as he is in the class in terms of teaching, whether it's maths or LRDI, but I'll smile a lot too. Okay, what's the most useless talent you have? I don't even know whether I have any useful talent in the first place. You're asking about useless talent. Very difficult to ask. I think first, to have talent itself is an important thing, and to make it useless, I think it's becoming difficult for me to even think of. But yeah, to a large extent, one of the things, I don't know whether it's useless or not. No, yeah, I can't think of any useless talent, except that I remember certain incidents with students quite a lot. But that's very useful. It helps me. I'll pass this question, but it's a very good question. I think I should think about it. Okay, this question, it looks like my LST students are asking me. Sir, tell us honestly, do you really like eating dosa and sambar every day in the morning? When we hear your cooker CT go off, buddies, cooker CT doesn't go off for dosa and sambar. It goes off for an idli. And then sambar will have to be done. And I love idlis. I love idlis. I don't mind eating idlis every day for the next so many years. And I've been doing that, by the way. And it's by choice. कितनी सच्चाई है इस बात में, जो कुछ नहीं करता वो लॉ करता है. मैं सोचा था कि टीचर बन जाता है. मैं तो वो उसके लिए बन रहा था कि कुछ नहीं करता था, देयरफॉर टीचर बन गया. लॉ तो बहुत अच्छे लोग बनते हैं. आप this is an easy question. What is harder, being a teacher or a student? Impossible to be student. Yeah, it's so difficult to be a student. You know, कितना बकवास सुनना पड़ता है टीचरों का. And I remember, and I can only sympathize with you that you've been listening to me so much, and all the other teachers also. It's very difficult to be a student. Very. What is the funniest incident in your teaching career? यार ये इतना क्वेश्चंस क्यों पूछ रहे हो? Embarrassing situations चल रहे हैं मेरे तो. In fact, I remember, you know, I've been teaching for too long, in fact, but I remember the first day was 31st December 1994, even before any one of you were born, and that was even before I went to IIM Calcutta. I was a 20-year-old guy at that point of time, I remember, I think less. And I went into a class, that was my first class, and all the people in the class were probably elder than I was. And when I went to the board, people thought I was just being a very, a funny student rather than a teacher. It was very difficult for the students at that point of time to know that I was actually going to teach them. I think beyond that, it was very funny for me because I of course, fat rahi thi actually, but it was funny because, people were like aghast. Hey, this guy is going to teach us. And it doesn't even look like a guy who can teach types. Last question. How students can manage positive mindset in COVID and still concentrate on CAT prep without any self-doubt and fear? Guys, I think this ज्ञान तो मैं बहुत देते रहता हूँ और एक बार देता हूँ as a teacher. COVID आपके लिए नहीं है, सभी के लिए है. Point number one. And the difference between the guy who actually makes it absolutely to the top and the guy who doesn't probably, 19-20 का फर्क है. 20 बन जाओ, 19 में मत ठहरो. That's the only thing I'll say. And one other important thing I can tell you, that if you don't give up, you will succeed. On this Teacher's Day, I'll tell you something, that if there is one gift a teacher loves, and that is a student calling or messaging, ideally calling and saying, "Sir, I got it. I got through." I think that's a great day for each one of us. And I wish that I have such kind of days all the time. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Bye.